Looks like you're running out of space.
Nah, not yet. Just getting myself typed up for it.
Yeah, that's gonna they're gonna devastate.
I hope so. What I'm worried about the most is this, though, is the cliffside. And I've terraformed it a little bit, you know. And I think my strategy is I'm going to try to put myself out here, you know, and like fight the battle from right here. And hopefully he'll land, because I'm knocking down all these earth walls.
Yeah.
And this is all it. Yeah.
Throw on the stream.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Don't worry.
So,
Okay.
so all these earth walls are getting knocked down. And, yeah, they're going to be... They're going to be, there we go. This will just be all flat here.
Cool.
And I think I'm going to probably take about 20 of them with me.
Yeah.
So a little bit less than 40%. Uh-oh.
Thinking ahead just in case wrong.
Well, I was kind of thinking of...
Meantime.
I was kind of thinking of it this way, that I can lead those 20, right, on to MODER if she lands somewhere. So I don't know. We'll see. I had to take out a couple of big rocks over here. Just get it ready for, yeah. Huh. That's interesting. But we'll see. So I wonder what these good boys are up to in here. That's what I wanted to see. 3's not bad for a litter. Yeah, that's cool.
Start of a happy, happy family.
Yeah. Alright. So, a couple days worth of time to pass here. And then I gotta finish raising up the ground in the pen. Ugh. And then, yeah, it'll be time. So I put together a list of all of the resources and everything that you need for a new base, like fully upgraded, all that good stuff.
Nice.
Yep.
Always good to know.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Okay, I need to decide on a 50. 45. I could do that, maybe. Yeah. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run the muck shake and the sausage and the Go stamina heavy. Nope, not there. I'm not.
You know, this is the first game in a long time where I've been like, I don't care how long the next update takes. When it comes out, it will be immaculate. You know?
Oh,
Like,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, they've shown that to us, you know,
yeah.
already. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
with
like,
you.
we know we're waiting for something worth waiting for. You know? Like,
100%. 100%. Absolutely. Okay, let's see here.
so, dude, do you see or hear much from Remus?
No, I mean he's doing, you know, his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I think he's getting in shape a lot, and I think he's kind of getting some relationships kind of built back up again. Yeah. And I think those are good things. So,
Yeah.
I'm glad for him. So it's not as many resources as you think that you would need for a new base. Like, I bet you that if you had the belt, what was it, Mengenjord?
Yeah.
I bet you that you could run a new base set up in a carve.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised by that at all, actually.
I don't even a long ship. Yeah, like even a single cart.
No, a carve, like the
Carve.
the medium ship,
Yep.
the starter ocean vessel, if you will.
Really? 4 slots?
Yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't take that much. I mean, you're looking at 45 iron,
Yeah.
20 copper, 10 bronze, 10 tin, 2 silver, and 4 chain, and that's it. Everything else you can
Carry.
yep, or
Yeah.
port in once you have your location established.
For sure.
So
Just a second. And I'm back. You know, overall, the Black Forest is one of my favorite biomes to build in.
it's kind of almost like storybook fairy tale esque.
Yeah. Well, and just you got access to the core wood right there.
Right.
That's what I like it for, because I like to build
Yeah.
as high as I can.
I'm hoping to get more. I'm hoping to get more stuff that we can do with core wood in time.
Yeah. Like, I would like to see banded core wood. Like iron.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, that would be awesome on so many levels. Crystal battle axe to the face.
Right.
devil's damage there.
Kicked him.
The kick is an underrated move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, you know, one of the things, right, that I have not ever done is set up a spawn generator here, right? Like a resource generator, like from the spawner. I've never done that on this in this map. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like it's that part of the minimalist, right? For me, that I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I really need that, right?
Well, when you're only playing for one player by yourself, right? The resource management is what you need where you need.
Right.
Right. It's not so matter that I outfit 6 people.
Right.
Right, which is a lot.
Right. But you know, you got to love my brother's ingenuity, right?
Yeah.
And I love it.
It's awesome.
I love it. So, but I kind of figured this is kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone for me. I'm getting my axe skill up. I
think my favorite in terms of resource and low-hanging fruit are the Surtlings.
Oh yeah.
That's the.
Well, I did set up that those resource generators.
Because I mean, like early.
Yeah.
Find a swamp, wall off, and Surtling generators like that's gonna.
Yep.
Yeah, and the coal, just all the coal. It's. As long as that third swing hits, you're good.
Oh yeah, that third one. That third one consistently does over 100 damage to every target I've hit with it.
Yeah.
And if it crits, that's even better. The only thing I wish about the Crystal Battle Axe is that the first hit didn't have as much knockback as it does. Because it almost puts them out of range, you know? Like if they're just in range for that first hit, they're going to be out of range for the follow-up, and they're staggered. So I think that's the way you run the battle axe, by the way, is jumping into them and swinging while you're still in air. Because the timing of it is good. And it looks cool. You look amazing doing it.
It looks badass, yeah.
Right.
It looks more painful.
Hello, 2-star. All right. for your cooperation. That hurt. So I've decided I'm not relocating all of my base. I'm just gonna do the smelting and crafting out there, right? So like that's gonna be my black metal foundry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then as we discover what the uses for flametal are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking, honestly, that what you're going to see with flametal is it's going to be another alloy. I think you're going to have to mix black metal and flametal to get that alloy, but that's just a guess. Because I would call it like black flame armor or metal or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. And think about the potential for animating that in this game, right?
Yeah.
$296, not bad.
So now here's a question. Do you think this game will ever introduce classes?
I hope that it does, but I hope that they're very light.
Yes. Mage, healer, tank.
No, not even that. More along the lines of like a skill, right? And you cannot, and you have to pick, like at a certain point you have to pick, right? Like which skill that you want. Or the other thing that I would like to see, and I need to get this into the developers suggestions channel. I don't have you done that on Discord? Did you know?
I haven't.
Yeah, so the actual developers run their own Discord channel, and they take suggestions from people. So I'll invite you to it here when I'm done.
Yeah.
But there's actually just a channel for suggestions, and apparently the developers will read it and take stuff out of it, and you know what I mean? So.
Well, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't they?
Right. So, yeah. So that's a thing. But I need to put this in the channel, and what I would like to see is where you can make your Viking a different size, and if you have a like this size right here, right? This character size would be just normal. There would be no stat changes for that, right?
Yeah.
But let's say that you went on the larger side, and it should be a sliding scale, right? That's my opinion. Should be a sliding scale. And so you could get all the way up to like maybe 10% more health, but you trade off 10% speed if you're bigger. And then if you're smaller, 10% more speed, but also 10% less health.
Yeah. I'd like not just speed, but stamina.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I think
like
the stamina though is
stamina trade-off.
I think the stealth the stamina is so important though for everybody. I don't know that I would endorse that, but if that's what it had to be, then that's what it had to be. You know, because I would just like to see that as like a little bit of customization, because right now there's no reason to have more than 2 Vikings, right? Unless you're really clumsy and you die a lot, right? So if you need like a second chance at body recovery or something like that, that would be the only thing that I can think of as a reason why anybody would maintain more than 2 Vikings. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if you heard this or not, but there is actually already in the code lightning magic, fire magic, and and ice magic.
That's cool.
So I think you're going to get your wish eventually.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that that's not lost on them, you know?
Yeah.
I think that they were thinking that from the get-go. That's just speculation on my part.
If it's already tossed in there.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I mean, I haven't seen it myself, but
because one thing is for sure, these guys seem to have taken very seriously that the concept of balancing the game.
Oh yeah.
In its progression in the way they've done it, like
yeah,
just little like food determines your hit points.
Yep.
It's a unique system.
Oh yeah, I love it.
From all the other systems I've seen, and like just by using food.
Yep. You have
instead of like and locked as a mage in like World of Warcraft or something. Well, you can tailor your items and your character to around what you want. And I mean, clearly, like one thing I do hope on the magic side is that the skill more of an impact on the damage. So that yes, anyone can do fire magic, but if you got a guy that's got 100 skill in fire magic, he's your mage, like.
Right. Well, and I mean the other thing too that I'm sure we're gonna see if they do put classes in or magic in, is I think that there's going to be a distinct purpose for between each one. Yeah. Obviously, I would think that fire would probably deal the most damage, right? Lightning, I think, would probably be multiple targets most of the time.
Yeah.
And then I would think freezing would be all about crowd control, slowing them, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see all those things, but again, like I said, speculation. So I hope that happens also.
Yeah, and even if it's not like a traditional concept of class.
Right.
Just because I don't think they want anyone to be locked. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, no, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I want a very light touch if it is class. And like Absolutely. I said, I think that being able to select a couple of different skills, like you just kind of pointed out, right? Like fire magic is a skill. Lightning magic is a skill. I don't think anybody should be able to have all of it, though, right? And to me, there should be things where, if you're gonna go with the magic route, right? I would like to see healing as a thing, right? Yeah. Where you can heal yourself, you can heal other Vikings, right? That are
absolutely
friendly to you, that don't have, that are friendly to you. I hope also maybe that they even put in like a way that you can distinguish players on the same world. So, like, what if you wanted nations or something like that, or troops, or some way of
That
grouping?
is another part of the game, like
Yeah.
warfare, like Viking
Yes.
on Viking warfare.
Yeah.
And
100%. Yeah. I think that it would be huge.
I think for a while, I don't think we're going to see any real heavy development on the netcode side of things, simply because of what level of specialty programming it is. And I think one of the reasons they got all of this in here is because they left the netcode like, you know what, we know better. Let's get 10 people.
Yeah.
And that was probably put.
Well, I will say this. I know that I've seen a lot of reports of people that stretch beyond the 10. The
Yeah.
servers are having a very tough time because of the way the game is designed.
Yes.
So I don't think that we're going to see more than 10. We might see 20 eventually.
I know
But
people look in modding, but yeah.
but
Because how
I
many people? 10 is the maximum, isn't it?
10 is the maximum. That is
Yeah.
correct. Yep. But honestly, I mean, look at our server where we had 5. When we had 5 of us logging on all the time,
Yeah.
I mean, look at what we were doing, you know?
Absolutely.
So,
And that's, yeah, so like for me, if they keep it, and at the same time too, the 10-player experience is honestly, for now, is better.
I think it's kind of intimate, and I like
Yeah.
that.
Yes. That's the word.
Um,
It brings me back to LAN days.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I feel like,
So, yep. All right. I've been neglecting this. But I'm going to need to step it up. Did you know you could plant on the walls?
I did not know.
Yeah. That shouldn't surprise you, though. The way that my brothers and I run this thing. we love to break things.
It's fun.
It is, actually. And if you go wild with the cultivate, by the way, I don't know if you knew this or not, but it'll just start digging a trench for you.
Wow.
Yep. Discovered that one, too. Because you can see it's flattening the ground.
Yeah.
And it's kind of taking the edge off of the... But
Yeah.
if you just keep on pressing in the same place, it will actually lower the ground for you. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. I guess I could get up there and cultivate that. Let's see.
And I think my single greatest please God happen is being able to mount a Drake.
I mean, you already can if you're willing to mod.
Yes.
But I'm not, so...
Yeah. I don't blame you.
What's that? Oh, that's weird.
But yeah,
What?
like if they bring that in.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've already said that there's going to be more animals for taming. And one of the developers, Grimcore, who's on Discord, that's his handle, said that that in the Mistlands there's going to be an animal that's already tamed for you.
Nice.
So, I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm excited about it. What?
So the big question for you guys is when the Mistlands is released, are we are you guys keeping the server where it is and we continue on from there, or are you restarting?
So we've been talking about that a little bit.
Yeah.
And George, I'm sure this won't surprise you, is actually considering running his own server.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. I've done it. Yeah.
Yep. And so I don't know if we're going to pull that trigger or not, but, my thought process was I'm paying for this server right now.
Just a second.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I'm paying for this server right now,
Yep.
and let's see.
Just a second.
Yep.
All right. Continue.
So I don't plan on doing away with it.
Yeah.
And we were thinking about possibly transitioning over, and this is not saying to you that this would
Yep.
apply to you, but having the new server be for like wide open. I don't know if that means that it's going to be necessarily like open to the public. I don't think so, but that's George's decision. If so, oh, I got to destroy those. That's why. Okay. I kind of figured that might be a problem because they can't be under anything.
So yeah, like, what do you pay for the
$15 US
Wow.
a month,
Jeez.
which is nothing. I mean, for me,
Yeah.
it's
No,
nothing.
it's interesting because like the thing about like when I dedicated server, like I was playing with Bio and Starfire and stuff,
Yep.
and at the time my brother-in-law, and I would just fire up the server
Yeah.
when we were playing.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, leave it running all night. Like seriously, it's a 2% load on
Yeah.
a drive. It's
Yep.
nothing.
So that's what George was saying too, is that it doesn't really cost any computational power.
No,
So
no,
it doesn't matter to him either.
it's a very thin server.
Yep. Now I
Hell, I
think on
mean,
the
honest to God, we could get on your dedicated, and we could pull the files off of it and
right,
transfer it
right.
like no problems.
So you think we could do that because we were talking about
I know, can because I've transferred my own servers. I've tested it.
really?
Yeah,
So
it's just
like we
file
could
based.
so we could
File
take
based.
so we could just take this world that we've been playing in for the last 4 months and just copy it over to Georgia's server.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I would say expect to hear from George because we're going to discuss that. But I think too that George is interested in some of the unique seeds that are out there,
yes,
and
absolutely.
he is generating seeds just on a regular basis
Yeah,
and looking at what seed do we think we would want to play next. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
could be cool. Okay, my wife needs help getting the car unstuck. She got it stuck.
All right, man.
It's just in the driveway, so I'll be back in a little bit. If you're on, cool. If not,
Yep.
later.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's... $14. $15. Perfect. Okay.